soaps.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, listen, could you do me a favor? Just make sure that you put it right on top of the cake, okay?
You're, getting engaged on a study date?
I'm studying for my medical boards. I gotta take every second I can get.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Hey. Where were you? You said that you were just gonna go check on Jen.
Yeah, well, she was really upset. You know, her and Riley are having some problems, and she just needed a shoulder to lean on, you know? And then, Gretchen, my editor at Hyperion, called.
Yeah, I know who Gretchen is.
Oh. Well, she just had some questions about the cover for the Killing Club, and then Eric called. He wanted to talk about the wedding, and... Well, where's John? I thought Evangeline was coming, too.
Well, they couldn't wait around forever. Happy birthday, Marcy.
Here's the list of the sponsors for the fundraiser tomorrow. I thought you might want to take a look at them before tomorrow's meeting.
Absolutely, thank you. How's the apartment hunt going?
Pretty good.
You know, I'm still surprised that you want to leave Dorian's.
Well, you know, there's just a lot going on with Kevin and Ace and this whole thing with David.
David? Why, what's David got to do with anything?
Come here! Kevin Buchanan's attacking me!
What the hell is this?
Congratulations, Mr. Buchanan. You just made the front page of tomorrow's Sun.
Stop it.
What, you just want to hang out down here?
For now.
Okay.
When we get near your bed, we never seem to do much talking.
This is true.
And we need to do so.
Talking? Oh, boy. About what?
Natalie.
Natalie, I'm warning you. I've taken all I'm gonna take from you.
Yeah, well, not from my point of view.
You know, all I tried to do was tell you how I was trying to help my sister out, and you gotta find some way to make fun of it.
I'm not making fun of you, Paul. I'm calling you a liar because you didn't help out your sister for maybe make her miserable.
The hell I didn't.
No, I seriously doubt that you've ever even helped anybody out in your entire life.
Oh, right. Like in Iraq when I was flying out wounded Marines, okay?
God, you know what, Paul? Stop, seriously, okay? Came to talk to you because your sister asked me to. We're done.
No, we are never done. We're not done until I say we are.
Well, I didn't mean David. I meant Dorian and David.
Are they having problems?
No. I mean, they're really happy. All they do is plan their wedding, and I just feel like a third wheel.
Oh, honey, I'm sure they don't see it that way.
I know, but I don't want to spoil things. I get so worried about Ace and Kevin and what's going to happen, and I'm determined to look on the bright side. I've got a new job. I get to see Ace a lot more than I was, and it's kind of a new beginning. An apartment's part of that.
You know, the carriage house is empty. Would you consider moving in there for a while?
Wow, you've done so much for me. You've stood up to Kevin, and you've given me a job. Now you're opening your house to me?
I would love to have you there.
Thanks, I'll think about it.
Hi, darling.
Oh, hey.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Kelly, how are you doing?
Good.
Morton must be keeping you busy. I have barely seen you.
It's a lot more work than I was thinking it was gonna be.
I should go.
Oh, no. Please stay. Could use the advice.
Oh, dear, is this serious?
It's about Dad.
Are you two not getting along?
Worse than that. I mean, I don't even know who that man is. Whoever he is, he's not my dad anymore.
You must have misunderstood. Mr. Vickers and I are old friends. Isn't that right, David? Hey! Hey, we were just playing a little racquetball.
Huh. Tennis, actually.
Yeah, tennis.
Yeah, the candidate hates to lose.
Mr. Buchanan lost.
Oh, I slaughtered him. I beat him all the time. David Vickers, V-I-C-K-E-R-S.
Okay, this isn't working. Listen, you want a real job? Whatever man he's paying you, the banner will double that. All right, just call tomorrow, we'll set you up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm serious. Have it.
Whoops.
There we go.
Your priorities fascinate me, Kevin.
What?
Paul Kramer is trying to take your baby away from you permanently, and all you care about is looking good in the press before the election. Apparently, I'm going to have to take care of this Kramer thing on my own.
Hey, Ace is my son. I'll take care of Kramer.
No, you won't. You'll sweep it under the carpet like everything else. I guess that cliche is true. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
You were at Ultraviolet.
Yep. I was there. I was just about to call you for a drink when you rushed in to break up that fight between Natalie and Jen Rappaport.
Shannon called me and told me I should get on over there.
Well, from the looks of it, it's a good thing that she did.
Why didn't you say something? I didn't even see you.
You left in a hurry. With Natalie. Things seemed intense.
She's in a bad place right now. What can I say? No one got killed. Another day in the life of a cop.
I don't think so, John. You're the chief of detectives. I don't think it's part of your job description to rush into bars and break up fights between girls who might have had too much to drink. No, you care about Natalie. And she cares about you.
She's my friend.
John, I can't do this. I can't do this if you're not going to be honest with me.
Paul, don't do anything stupid.
The only stupid thing I ever did was put the people I love in front of myself. I was freeing Natalie. I could have gone anywhere from Puerto Rico, but I came back here to turn myself in. I risked my freedom to keep you happy.
Hey, yeah, you're a good person. You do good things, Paul.
Oh, but you're better than me, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. We all make mistakes, especially me.
Natalie, listening to you is the mistake.
Paul,
No, shut up! I was free and I was clear, but I came back here. I wanted to be with you.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. Things just didn't work out, and I shouldn't have called you a liar. Okay? I'm sure you did try to help out Kelly in some way.
Yeah, you don't know the half of it. I ask your brother. He'll tell you, no. Don't you try and walk away from me. This conversation's over when I say it is. Do you understand me? Right now.
You like that, huh? This is the end of the line for you, Kramer.
Michael, what's going on?
Nothing. What? I'm just having dinner with my girl.
No, something is bothering you. I can tell. Come on, tell me what it is.
This is your night, Marcy.
It's because I was late. Listen, I'm really sorry, okay? I will call John and Evangeline tomorrow, and I'll apologize, okay? It's just, I just have a lot going on right now.
Yeah, I know. Your work, your school, your book, your family, your brother's wedding, your friends. Seems like you got time for everybody else in your life. Everybody but me.
What?
There you go. That's a one-way ticket to San Francisco tomorrow morning. And a check for more money than you've ever seen. All right? You have to cash that check at a bank in San Francisco by the end of business tomorrow.
If I don't,
If you don't, then there's not an amount of money that will save you from what I'm gonna do. You understand me?
I'm not finished with you.
No, you're finished. You're finished with Natty and you're finished with Lambie. Now get out of here, while you can still walk. Get out of here!
I'm not giving up on you, Natalie.
You okay?
I don't know what happened. He went in on talking about Kelly, and he did something for her, and he just went ballistic.
Well, he's done now.
Yeah, but what was he talking about, Kevin?
I don't know. Who knows with him? You know, the guy's drunk most of the time.
No, but this was eating at him. I mean, he was talking about Kelly, and I saw Kelly earlier. I mean, she wants him out of town, and then you pay him off. What's up with that?
He was going to hurt you.
Right. So you slug him or you call the cops. You don't give him a big paycheck and a trip to California.
All right, look, Paul Kramer is a scam artist, all right? I don't want him near my family, so I took care of it. Now we will never see him again. Be grateful.
I just need to know. I need to know what's going on, Kevin.
It's done, Natalie. All right, go home. Go back inside. Just forget tonight ever happened. Don't forget Paul Kramer even exists.
I have a business meeting to attend.
But you specifically requested that I stay home, but you're going out?
I don't have any choice, Jessica.
Well, if you're not going to be here, why can't I go and see my mother? Are you actually trying to keep me locked in the house?
No. I would never try to keep you away from your family. It's just that it's so late and the streets are wet. The temperature's dropping and the roads will be getting slippery.
It's okay, because I'm a great driver.
I know you are, but it's the other people on the road that I don't trust. And besides, I don't want to have to worry about you all evening.
Yeah, but I'll be fine.
I gotta take this. What is it, Mr. Dawes?
My dad and I never had the greatest relationship. I mean, he was in Pennsylvania, I was in Texas, but at least I respected him, you know? I mean, I felt as though he was trying.
He still is.
He spends more time writing checks for Ace's nanny than he does with Ace. I mean, for goodness sakes, he put his own grandfather in a hospital because he was being difficult.
No, Duke, no. Come on, Ace is undergoing tests.
No, maybe. Or maybe not. I mean, Grandma, I'm having a really hard time here.
Yeah, I see that.
A son is supposed to love his dad, and I want to. But how am I supposed to do that if he's turned into some guy who gets off on ruining people's lives?
Now, look. Honey, I know that things are very difficult for you right now, okay? You're in a new town, started a new college.
I can handle all that.
Yes, yeah, but there's still an awful lot of adjustments that have to be made. Listen, as far as your father's concerned, I think you just have to give him time. He will realize what's important in his life, and when he does, we'll be there waiting for him.
Even you?
I guess I'll try.
He needs us. He really does. Even if we can't reach him right now, he has to know that he's not alone, okay? Duke, honey, don't give up on your dad. I haven't. Oh, what did I do with the phone? Oh, it's in the hall.
So, you honestly don't think he's using you?
I don't care if he's using me as long as I get to see my son.
Hello. Jessie. Hi, darling. When are you coming by?
Actually, that's why I called. I'm not going to be able to come over tonight.
What's the matter?
There's a lot more going on than what meets the eye.
You mean like how he got Ace?
What do you mean?
The custody hearing? Judge Hernandez was totally on your side, and then at the last minute, Dad swoops in, pulls some strings, takes care of things, and now he has sole custody. I mean, hey, everybody's thinking it, but nobody wants to say it, right?
Everything's fine. I have a lot of work to do. I'll call you, later, and we'll set up a date for you and I to spend some time together. Just us, okay? Love you. Bye, Mom.
Okay, something's wrong.
Judge Hernandez has a reputation for being incorruptible. Who's saying that Kevin manipulated this?
I hear things. I mean, but it's no mystery. You had that custody hearing in the bag. So what happened? It's not like it's out of character that the Buchanans exerted their influence.
Well, I have to admit, I agree.
Really?
I thought there was something very odd about the outcome of that hearing. But we do not necessarily have to jump to the conclusion that Kevin was behind it.
Well, of course he was. I mean, who else even cared?
Just remember what I said about, you know, keeping an open mind about your dad, okay?
After all the things he's pulled.
Duke, honey, he is trying, okay? It's not easy for Kevin to admit that he's wrong. Look, Kelly has dozens of reasons to hate Kevin. She's trying. I've got to go see somebody, but you two stay as long as you like, okay? Please, think about my offer.
I will. Thanks.
Hey,
Honey, Kevin, I wasn't expecting you, babe.
I just left Paul Kramer. He'll be on a plane to the West Coast first thing tomorrow morning. From now on, it won't be a problem for Natalie or anyone else in Lambview.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. Thank you.
Where's she going?
She said that she had to go see someone. What's this about Paul?
Well, I took care of it. It's not going to bother us anymore.
I mean, you took care of things, huh? Why am I not surprised?
It's hard for me to explain sometimes, mostly because I don't like to. But in many ways, Christian's death is on me. I dragged Natalie into that sting operation, and Chris, he came along for the ride.
I can't imagine it must be a really hard thing to get past.
Sometimes, in my mind, I see Natalie's face and how she looked in the weeks after it happened, and...
It's heartbreaking.
And then she got involved with that whole business with Stephen Haver.
Yes, I know about that, John. I'm the one that she enlisted to defend you. So obviously I knew there was a connection there. What I'm trying to figure out is it over? Or does it still exist?
Look, we took a shot and it didn't happen, and now...
Now what?
What is that? And now what? She's my friend. What, I'm not allowed to have friends?
Okay.
What is that supposed to...
No, please do not get defensive.
Okay, I won't be defensive.
When I came back from San Francisco...
I remember.
And I walked in and interrupted you and Natalie alone in your room.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what you said. It was two friends playing cards. But what I saw was a man and a woman that were alone together, that were enjoying some sort of a closeness, okay? Now, you can say that it was out of your guilt because of your responsibility and her loss of Christian. You can say that it doesn't exist, but there is something there. There is some kind of connection there. Can you at least admit that to me?
Have you seen John?
Well, he was here earlier, but he had to take off by.
Oh, it's nothing.
She doesn't look so good.
Michael, we were talking. We were talking about how you think I don't have any time for you anymore. Isn't that what you just said?
Marcy, let's not do this tonight. It's your birthday.
You know what? You might as well finish because I'm not going to be able to forget about this, okay?
Okay. I think I'm a pretty good boyfriend.
I didn't say that you
I
weren't.
supported you when you were insecure about sending in your book.
I know.
I went all the way to New York City with you so that you would have somebody there when you were done with your meeting.
How many times do I have to thank you for that?
Let me finish. I was with you the entire time when you were fighting with your dad about Eric's wedding. I stood up to your father without even knowing him. Do you know how hard that is for a guy?
You know I would do that for you, Michael. I will whenever you need me to do it.
Yes, I know that, Marcy. It's just...
What? What? You probably would never need me to do that for you, though, would you? Because your head is on straight, Michael. Michael, you don't need my help for anything, do you? Ever. What is that?
I need to know this. Cover to cover for my medical boards. This and God knows how much more.
But I didn't know that your boards were coming up, Michael.
You never asked.
Hey, David. What are you doing with a gun?
What gun?
you, Natalie.
Why didn't you just tell me about the boards, Michael?
I didn't want to ruin your birthday, Marcy. Listen, I love you. It's just my idea of a perfect relationship is one that's a little more equal.
You set me up, didn't you? You were just waiting. You were just waiting to see how long it would take me to notice.
You didn't notice me studying when we were in New York.
Michael, you're a resident. You're always studying, okay? I didn't think that much of it.
See, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. I know that you have a lot of incredible things happening in your life right now, and I am excited for you. You deserve this and so much more. But it might be nice if every once in a while you got a little excited about something that was going on in my life.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I don't care about you?
No, Marcy, I know you love me.
Then what, Michael? What is this all about? What do you want from me?
Okay, take tonight, for instance. I planned a spectacular night for you with my family, my brother and his girlfriend, and once again, everybody else was more important than me.
I can't believe that you're doing this.
I didn't want to. You asked.
I didn't know that you were storing up all these feelings for God knows how long, okay? In my perfect relationship, people don't store up their feelings and then just explode at you when you least expect it. Okay? It was never like this with...
Say it. Go ahead. Go ahead and say it. It was never like this with Al.
So come on, Dad. How'd you pull it off? Some money, right? I mean, give Paul Kramer a pile of money and that solves the problem.
More or less.
Is that what you did with Judge Hernandez?
Has Todd Manning been talking to you again?
No.
Well, let me tell you something. I never talked to Judge Hernandez, okay? I never gave her any money. I never had any contact with her whatsoever.
Somebody did.
Duke, why don't we just let this go?
You know, you're right. Because if I upset my dad, he's liable to take it out on you, and then you don't get to see Ace anymore.
Now, that is not going to happen. He's just upset because I asked him to stay away from Dorian's daughter.
Oh, this? Oh, yeah, this is...
Is that yours?
Yeah. No. It's your mother's. She likes to keep it for protection.
Protection against what?
Well, she first got it when you moved in here. She was... You know, she was concerned about your father and his enemies, but now that your father's dead, she doesn't think we should keep it around here anymore. She asked me to get rid of it.
Oh, good. Guns really freak me out, especially after everything I know about my father.
Yeah, they freak me out, too, especially when your mother is holding one.
Do you really think she'd shoot someone?
Well, you know how passionate she gets about her girls. Sometimes she thinks with her heart instead of her head.
Yeah, like how she won't let me see Duke.
Exactly.
Miss Davidson, Jessica didn't tell me that you were going to stop by.
No, it's a surprise visit. I was in the neighborhood.
Well, I'm on my way out. Unfortunately, it's an urgent matter, or I would cancel.
Oh, what a shame. Well, I'd like to spend some time with my daughter. Where is she, please?
Mom,
Ah, excuse me.
what are you doing here?
Do I need a reason to visit my little baby girl?
Of course not.
Enjoy yourself, ladies. I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
So, don't tell me you just happened to be in the neighborhood.
No, honey, I'm worried about you. You sounded very strange on the telephone.
Sorry, didn't mean to upset you.
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, what's there to talk about? Everything's great.
Really?
Yes, Mom, everything's fine. Tico is, well, perfect. And everything's great.
You know, Jessica, when you were a little girl, you hated to admit when something had failed.
You're not gonna bring up that bike incident again now, are you?
You always had to prove you could do everything by yourself. You could make your own decisions, and you would soldier on through whenever you were hurting. You never let anyone help you. Honey, you're not a child anymore. If you think you've made a mistake...
A mistake?
Yes, Jessie. Look, you had something to prove to Not to me, to Antonio, even to yourself when you married Tico.
Mom,
And no one is going to judge you, Jessica. Baby, if something is wrong, don't be ashamed to admit it. Sweetheart, please, please, just tell me what's bothering you.
Listen, I wasn't comparing you to Al, okay?
Yeah, but that's what you were gonna say before you stopped,
No,
right?
I wouldn't. I didn't.
Look, I am not jealous of your relationship with Al, okay? I understand that what you two had was very special. But the truth is, there are a lot of things that you and Al never had to deal with.
Excuse me?
Real life, Marcy. Paying bills, school, work, family. These are the factors that make or break a relationship, and you have never had to deal with them in a relationship.
I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to what you're saying.
We need to talk about this. What are you just gonna walk away?
You know what? You have no idea about my relationship with Al. You have no clue what we went through.
This has nothing to do with your relationship with Al. This has nothing to do with Al. This has to do with you and me.
Call me crazy, Michael. But I think I've dealt with enough from you for one night with telling me that I'm selfish. I'm going to spend the rest of my birthday by myself.
What happened to your girlfriend?
Obviously, I've forgotten the power of hormones.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. That I'm upset with how you're... I mean, is this some kind of joke to you?
No, this isn't a joke to me, son. The fact that you're willing to give up everything for a girl you hardly know, college, your car, your home, that is a joke to me.
I told you, I will make it on my own.
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done, isn't it? And don't think that your great-grandfather is gonna step in and pick up the slack. I control his assets now, remember? And your grandmother's not gonna help you either. I mean, she'll want to, but she will never come between you and me. Not between a parent and a child.
Are you sure I'm your child?
Excuse me?
I don't even recognize you anymore. I mean, you are like a total stranger to me. I gotta go. I can't stay here. Hey, Adriana.
Sarah! Hi! How are you?
Is Dorian there with you?
Something like that. What's up?
Listen, I need to see you. I really need to talk to you.
I don't know if I can go out tonight.
No, just for an hour, please. I have to make a major decision tonight. I need to talk to you about it.
Congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you. What is it you need?
Actually, you know, it was a very smart move to marry Kevin's little sister. I mean, strategically. For example, now you can come and go as you please at campaign headquarters.
I don't have time for small talk this evening.
We have to get home to the little woman? Or are there problems at home already?
My personal life is my business.
Hey, let's keep our eyes on the prize, okay, Mr. Santi? Kevin's going to win the election on Tuesday. I fully expect his entire family to cooperate, and that includes your beautiful young wife,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Well, I must have sounded like a lunatic on the phone for you to come rushing over here.
Baby, I know you. When you decide to do something, you see it through.
Mom, this is my marriage. It's not some homework assignment.
Listen to me. Relationships can be very, very confusing. They can be wonderful, too. The thing is, if a relationship is not based on the right things...
You don't hardly know Tico, Mom.
Darling, you don't know Tico either. Come on, you were with Antonio for a long time. You shared a home. You were very involved with his family. From what I can see, Tico is the polar opposite.
Yeah, And Antonio and I broke up because we couldn't live together. So why would I make the same mistake twice?
You did the natural thing, you know. I mean, your sister did it too. Look at Natalie. Paul Kramer's about as far from Christian and John McBain as you could possibly get.
I can't believe this. Natalie didn't live with John. She wasn't engaged to John. She didn't help John raise a child. Natalie's wild. She makes a decision and she completely changes her mind right afterwards. She married Mitch. How can you compare what I'm going through to that?
Well, you are right about your sister. Of course, when Natalie realizes that she's made a mistake, she's not afraid to admit it. Baby, all I'm saying is that if someday you decide that maybe you did something that was unwise, I hope that you will have the courage to walk away from it before you get hurt.
I think you're making something out of nothing.
I'm not making something. I know that something is there. I just want to know how deep it goes. Like, I don't want to play psychiatrist here, but you told me yourself that you spent years not allowing yourself to feel things.
I'm not denying that Natalie's my friend.
Nora and I are friends, John. Is that what you're talking about? Is that the kind of friends you are?
Hey, you are the woman I want to be with. Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Paul.
I knew you couldn't stay away.
Thanks for coming by, Mom.
You know, Des, I do want you to make your own way. It's just really hard to stand back when I think you're in trouble.
I know that it was a shock when I married Tico. I get that. But I take my vows really seriously. And it's not just a reaction to what happened to Antonio. And I'm married now. I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah, I know you are. Just remember what I said, okay?
I will. And if I change my mind, you're the person I'm gonna be talking to. But I won't. 'Cause Tico's my family now.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
What is it?
Judge Gail Hernandez was in a terrible car accident this evening. Dead on arrival.
How tragic.
Indeed. Wasn't she the judge who oversaw Kevin's custody hearing? I always thought she was such a reasonable woman. Toast?
Mr. Dawes, my time is limited. Why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Governor Brooks is starting to become a problem. He has some notion that he can think on his own. He's not very good at it. Every day I pick up the Sun, and there's another article exposing some corruption in his administration. It's starting to affect the polls.
Well, we're still ahead by 15 points, so don't worry. Brooks Buchanan will get elected, and then we'll put our plan into action. Brooks will be gone, and Kevin will be governor of Pennsylvania. And that, I guarantee it.
How could he do this to me right before the election? He knows what kind of pressure I'm under.
He's angry. He's upset, but underneath it all, he's your son. He loves you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lose him.
Oh, I'm not going to lose either of my sons. That's why I got rid of Paul Kramer tonight. Listen, whatever happens, I did this for us.
I'm gonna go meet my friend Sarah for some coffee.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. What's Sarah's last name?
Smith.
What color is her hair?
Brown.
What street does she live on?
On Franklin.
Adriana, you are a horrible liar. But I will be happy to coach you on that. For now, why don't you go have fun? Just get back before your mom finds out, okay? You know how she feels about you and Duke. Oh, and sorry about the gun.
It's okay. I'm glad you're getting rid of it, though. I'd hate to think that there was something so dangerous in the house, especially with Kelly's baby here.
Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to Kelly's baby. Not now. Not ever.
Thanks.
Come on, Natalie, huh? Isn't that what you came here for?
No. I came here to make sure that you keep the promise to Kevin and you get on that plane tomorrow morning.
Wow. You didn't tell John McBain that I pushed you around a little bit, did you? You're gonna let me get on that plane because you love me so much, right?
I think you were the biggest piece of dirt that I have ever met in my life.
Yeah, but you can't keep away from me, can you?
I want you gone.
Fine, fine, no problem. Huh? I'll be the first one in line at the gate. But, you know, just to make sure that it happens, I think you should stay here with me tonight.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next.
On the next, One Life to Live.
I'm sorry, Ace is dying. His final dying wish is that we should remarry.
Paul has got to be made to keep his mouth shut.
Are you gonna escort me to the airport, too?
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Watch I Wanna Be a Soap Star, Saturday night at 8, only on SoapNet. This soap's for real.